Hundreds of protesters from across Central Texas coming together here in Temple to say the name of Michael Dean tonight. The Temple community has mourned the loss of a classmate, father, and friend for the last 6 months. Now they're raising their voices, calling for justice.
I feel like there hasn't been no justice for Mike Dean, which is one of our classmates that we went to school with, and we feel that his family needs answers.
The protest, a family affair. Young and old alike listened to speakers, lifted up hymns, and chanted the name of Michael Dean.
I brought my son today because I wanted him to understand what was going on, and that way that he can look back and be able to tell.
Organizers offered a chance for protesters to register to vote and sign up for counseling before marching from the municipal building down to the police department downtown.
I know it's scary to have to come out here and stand up for what's right, but it needs to be done. There's no other way to fight this.
Y'all did this, we did this.
As they walked, they continued to remember the name that brought them all here. We asked Temple's new police chief if he was willing to do an interview, but he said tonight was not his time to talk, but rather to listen to the calls of justice for Michael Dean. In Temple, Jack Allen, 25 News. The Confederate statue outside the Bell County Courthouse has been a piece of its history for more than a century, but today several Central Texans say they want the county to move on from what they call a symbol of oppression. The monument is dedicated to Confederate heroes and was placed in front of the courthouse in 1916, more than 50 years after the Confederacy was defeated in the Civil War.
Slavery was the darkest point in American history. It's something that no one should be proud of, everyone should be ashamed of, but we don't atone for that by getting rid of historical monuments that start that conversation.
But tonight, a few blocks away at Yeti Park, a group of protesters hope to change the history of the monument by holding a rally calling Bell County leaders to remove it.
I think it gives the community something to come together to take a practical action step. You know what I mean? That's something very practical that we can come together to do.
The group had planned to march from the park to the courthouse, but when they learned counter-protesters were going to actively work to protect the monument, they decided not to, saying they didn't want to give the conflict a chance to escalate.
The whole point of us going over there was for us to unify together and to take a stand together. You know what I mean? So the whole point of this event was not to take sides and promote division.
This isn't the first time protesters have called for county leaders to take the statue down. In 2017, a different group asked for the monument to be relocated, but the county never made the move.
I think people are willing to listen now, and so I think we have to leverage that and use that in our favor.
The protest plans to go until 8 o'clock tonight. They're not going to be marching down to the courthouse anymore, saying they want to keep things as peaceful as possible. In Belton, Jack Allen, 25 News.
These Buckholz ISD parents and students are protesting the loss of educators that feel like family.
They've supported us when we've had the rough times in school with our ratings. They stuck with us.
Community members say the school district recently decided not to renew the contracts of at least 5 teachers and administrators.
They do not deserve this whatsoever.
The Texas Education Agency reports Buckholz ISD received an accountability rating of improvement required from 2013 to 2017. In 2018, the district received a rating of C, or met standard. And in 2019, the district finally received an A rating. Freshman Elizabeth Pratt says the teachers whose contracts will not be renewed played a big role in getting their rating up.
They've always been here, and even stuff out of school that we've needed help with, they've been there to help us.
Buckholz ISD parent and former school board member Sebastian Cazares decided not to protest.
There's some really good people that didn't get renewed, and the people on the board are very nice people also. The hardest part is the fact that the community being so small that it's divided us.
He says he's hoping for the best for his community and its students.
We're still all a family. We still all love each other, and we respect each other, and hopefully, things will get back the way they were.
Meanwhile, Pratt says her goal is to bring back her teachers.
They were the teachers who have been pushing us, and really they helped us gain our self-confidence in ourselves.
Protesters are also urging school board members to resign. Olivia Laveda, 25 News, Buckholz.